got to load. Alright, boys and girls, time to load the primer tube. And I just made a mess back here. I dropped all kinds of primers because the flipping Carter pen wasn't in to hold the primers. That lets you know when you're out of primers, when you hear that. Alright, let's get the loading, shall we? Primer. Gotta check the charge. One in between 4.5 and 5. Gotta check it. And it's heavy. 5.7. So we will charge it again. Let's see, it's heavy. And it's lighter, it's 5.3. You gotta let this stuff settle a lot of times. By doing that. Kind of settle the powder. .3, so I'm going to say it's right around 5.3, and that's still a little heavy for what we want. And 4.8. We'll go with that. I just put it back in the thing, the hopper. 4.7, 4.8, that's good. 4.8 is good. Cedar primer again. I'm gonna just knock that out. Another case. Get a bullet. These bullets do have a gas check on it. Have you seen my gas check video? So now we're going to be seating a bullet. We're going to be charging a case over here on this station, and we're going to be resizing on the first station, station 1. So, just got to make sure everything is lined up. Okay, check our powder through. 5. You can never be too sure of your powder through. I'm always kind of anal about that. Just to whenever I get going here. Okay, now the bullet we just see to moves over here to station 4. Station 4 is going to crimp our bullet. We're going to seat a bullet in station 4 or 3 rather, while we throw a powder charge in station 2. Station 1 is resizing. So once you get this thing going here, it is every pull of the handle from here on out, you're going to be charging, or you're going to be making a completed round. It's pretty consistent. 5. And then it's rinse and repeat. It's pretty good. It's pretty much on the money. I'm gonna go ahead and put my brass, not sure what they call these. They have pins to hold the cases in so they don't fly off and spill powder and all that. Like I said, every time we pull the handle now, complete it around. So now this is when you really start putting out the ammo. That one went in there kind of whopper jaw. Didn't see it all the way. Still kind of, I don't know if that needed to be let's set that one out. That one might actually needed to be whatever it's called. That one might be a military round that needs to be deprimed, or not deprimed, but crimped. Man, I'll spit it out here in a minute. Okay, then we don't have one in Station 3, so we skip that. And this is why I do not recommend one of these for beginners, because you gotta know, you gotta kind of know the steps of what you're doing, and with yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not gonna charge or chamber, because it bent over, and sometimes that will happen where it will bend the mouth of the case like so, and I guarantee it, you're gonna have trouble chambering that one. So let's just get it out of the way. So as I was saying, definitely would not recommend this for a beginner reloader. You need to learn what you're doing. There's plenty of time to learn a hobby and move into a progressive reloader. Now, I did start out on a turret press, which is kind of like this in a way, but you're using one die and you're operating on one case at a time. That way you can concentrate on one at a time. That way you're more or less likely to make a mistake, where this one here is less forgiving. Like I give you for instance, this one here bent, say that I don't know, there's just, it's real easy to get a double charge in this if you're not paying attention to what you're doing. It's not as hard as what you think, because you have to manually index the press, and it wouldn't be hard, but the thing is, this powder is so bulky, crazy unique, and a double charge on that, I don't know if you can see it, but a double charge on that would set it over the top. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can probably see it right there. It would be flown out of the case, so it would kind of be self-explanatory that when you have powder flown out of the case, that hey, we double charged it. Now see, never mind. It's fine. Nothing. Say for whatever reason this didn't crimp or didn't do something right, and we're like, oh, we got to do it again, didn't see it right, shove that down, you just double charge it. So it's not hard to do. So anyway, guys, short video on Dylan, show you how it works, show you that you can load 9mm, and this does not line up exactly sometimes with the this here is it expands the case and also charges the case, and sometimes it don't line quite up exactly with the expander. And well, this also would help too. I don't have my pin in, and that could be part of the problem there, because that holds the case straight up, where that won't do that like they usually when you have the pin in. But I have had it, but it usually don't. So you have to watch it and make sure it lines up, because it will start crooked and then it will kick into it to line it up. So anyway, we will continue loading, and we'll catch y'all in a bit. So whenever y'all get done loading your ammo, this is what I like to do. I like to, this is a chamber checking block, and you have Lyman makes this, and it's a lot cheaper to buy this than what it is to buy these type of gauges individually. You can buy individual gauges like this. This is a 223. You can buy an individual gauge like that, but for what that gauge probably costs, I could almost buy this right here. This has 40 Smith & Wesson 38 Super 9mm Luger 380 Auto, 45 Colt, 44 Magnum, 44 Special, 357 Magnum, 38 Special, 45 ACP. So it covers a lot of standard ammo. So you put that in there, and when it's loaded correctly, it will go down flush with the bottom line right there. So that's good to go. So what I do is I like checking them all, and going ahead and put them in an ammo box, and this is good to go. This is going to load. Now you can use, I don't have enough room in this crazy thing. I built this bench 8 big and I still don't have enough room. But you can also use your barrel. Take your barrel out of your pistol, and you can use that chamber check. You can check it with the chamber if you want to do it the cheap way. But guys, this was like maybe $30, and then you get all those offerings, so that's not too bad. So all my ammo Some of them are tight, some of them you might have to poke them out. And it's just where they've been loaded so much that this part down here gets bulged out a little bit. That's all that is. And I think that they sell a thing that see that one dropped right in. That's what you want. And it should fall right out. I think that Lee makes a bulger die. I think it's mostly meant for Glocks, because you get Glock smiles when you use a Glock. And basically what that is where the case is unsupported, where it has an unsupported chamber. This part of the case will bulge all the way out and around because it's unsupported. The support will stop like right here, like say right there, and then from here down will be unsupported. And when you fire the round, your brass expands and then it shrinks back down, and then the action works, like the gun will cycle or whatever, the bolt or whatever. And where it's unsupported chamber, it blows those out. It blows the brass out a little bit. So just a heads up, if you have a Glock and you're reloading for it. I'm not sure how many times you're going to be able to load it before it blows out. You really need to be resizing your brass if it's doing the Glock smile thing. Not only resizing it, but you need to be debulging it as well. So at any rate, that's about all I'm going to do in this video, guys. So get you a checker, a brass ammo checker, and they make all different kinds. I've seen them where they all have 9mm and they're almost laid out like this right here. You can fill them all up and do like 100 of them at a time, but that's for volume shooting. And I don't shoot astronomically. I probably don't even shoot enough really to have this Dillon, but hey, you know what? I wanted it, so I bought it. So anyway, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Y'all have a good one. Get out and shoot, and we'll catch you on the flip side.